Good morning. Good morning. I'm running a little late today. Have you ever had one of those mornings where it's like things start happening and the next thing you know, you lose track of time? Your kids are tugging at you for attention, or they got up late and you're rushing them to school because they missed their bus, or you had an unexpected thing come up in the business that you had to deal with right away. And then you need to be in a Zoom call or on a live at a particular time, and you go to get on, and then there's a tech issue. Right? It happens to all of us. We're living these really busy lives, and even when we're working from home, I feel like for a while, for a minute, when all of this happened 2 years ago and people started working from home, the adjustment was, oh, I don't have to get in the car anymore. I don't have to drive to the office. Now I have that extra half an hour. And I think a lot of us took that extra 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever that was every day. Maybe it was an hour commute time. Some people had more. And we took that and we put it right back into our work schedules, right? And so we're still living this life on the go, even if we're people that are working from home, which is what I do most of the time, unless I'm out speaking on a stage live or I'm in some kind of a networking event. I do a lot of my business here online. And you would think, because you're working from home, that you could still stay on track, and you don't necessarily think to yourself, wow, I'm living such a fast-paced life. All this stuff is happening. And before, when you were running and chasing in the car all the time, you really felt like you were living a fast-paced life. And then when things shifted and we started working from home, we felt almost like we had a slowdown, right? Like we were slowing down our world, and our life wasn't as fast paced. And certainly because we couldn't go places and do things, that was true to a certain extent. But then we started doing more and more and more online, and then we became, really fast paced with what we're doing online. So whether you're back in the office or you're still working online and you're going to work online forever, whatever the case is for you, most of us are living a fast paced life, right? Most of you are living a fast paced life. And today I wanted to do a little bit of research, because I find it really interesting when I have conversations with people about what their struggles are when they're trying to lose weight, lose fat, get healthy. And, most people, I mean, there are a lot of you out there that want to lose weight because you want to look better and you want to feel better, but there are a big majority of you out there that are losing weight because you're having health issues. And so I'm curious to know what your biggest challenges are. And this is research for me so that I can help more people. So I would appreciate you helping me out with this. And listen, if you're live right now, I want to thank you so much. I am in StreamYard streaming studio, so I can see that someone's live with me right now, but I can't see who you are. I have to get my second monitor set up. There goes the tech issue again, right? I don't have that second monitor set up so I can see what's happening, but we'll be taking care of that next week. Anyway, if you're here live, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to losing the weight, maintaining a healthy weight while living a life on the go? Is it knowing what to eat? Is it you don't like cooking? Is it you don't know where to start? So many people don't know where to start because there's so much information out there. And, there are so many diets out there. Listen, a diet is just a way of eating, but the diet industry has turned it into something else. So are you struggling with knowing how to eat because you're having health issues? Are you struggling to know how to eat to have it be sustainable for you? Are you struggling with wanting to eat the foods that you love and trying to figure out, how can I eat the foods that I love and still lose the weight? I mean, the truth is you have to do something different, right? So what are the challenges for you when it comes to doing something different? Are you struggling with ways to kind of move your body every day and fit that into your busy lifestyle? do you want to know, like, I want to know what you want to know. Does that make sense? I want to know what you want to know. That is a block for you, that is hindering you when it comes to understanding maybe the first step you need to take. Or maybe like I've taken steps and now I've hit this plateau and I don't know how to get past it. Or maybe it's, I'm not sure how to do it when I have a house full of people, right? Husbands, kids, everybody fighting me on making the changes I want to make. And I want to make it for the whole family. And how do I get past that? That is definitely something that a lot of people experience. You might be experiencing that right now. If that's you, if you're experiencing that, drop in the comments, me. That's me. Oftentimes, when we want to improve our health, when we want to lose the weight so we can feel good, so we can have, energy, we can have focus, we can get rid of the brain fog, right? It's the people that are the most challenging are the people we live with, because they don't want to change the way we're doing things, right? They want us to continue to do things the way we've always been doing things because it's comfortable and that's what they like. And if you change and you're the one cooking the meals and doing the grocery shopping and you want to encourage them to come along, it can be a real challenge. So if that's something you're dealing with, tell me what those challenges are. What does that look like for you? What does that look like for your family? What does that feel like? And how is that holding you back from being able to keep a plan in place that helps you reach your goals? This is really important for what I do with my clients, but it's really important for you to be asking yourself these questions. If you're being challenged with losing the weight for life, these are really important questions, because when we get clarity around a lot of these issues, that's when we can really start making progress. And it's not always easy to get clarity around these issues when we're trying to do it on our own. I know I couldn't get clarity around a lot of issues in my life, with my health, and in my business without working with other experts in the field who could help me get there faster. So these are really important questions that we need to be asking ourselves. And then it's really important for us to give ourselves honest answers. Sometimes we have to kind of be brutally honest, right? And we don't always want to be brutally honest, because then that makes us feel bad, makes us feel like we failed, makes us feel like there's something wrong with us, makes us feel like, why can everybody else do it and not me, right? But it's important to ask the questions. And so I'm not just asking the questions for my own research, which, yes, I am doing that. And yes, I so appreciate all your feedback on what your challenges are. It really helps me to help my clients. And also to know what's happening out there, just have an idea of what people are thinking and what's happening in their lives and what's going on, what the real story is, going to the source, which is you. But it's also really important for you. I want to help you to focus on some of these questions. What are my challenges? I have a lot of people that are telling me they were told by their doctors that they're borderline type 2 diabetic, and they don't want to be full-blown type 2 diabetic. So if that's you, what are your challenges? What are your struggles? What are you doing now? And why do you think it's not working for you? I have a lot of people that come to me that are also dealing with high cholesterol. So why do you think you're dealing with high cholesterol? What is the doctor telling you? What are you hearing? What do you know? And what is your intuition telling you? Oftentimes you know intuitively, like, yes, I think I really feel like this is the right answer for me. And that's really important, because you know what? We're all different. Intermittent fasting might work for one person and not for another person. Being a carnivore might work for one person and not another person. So we really need to just focus in on what works for each one of you. And that's why it's important to, kind of get answers to all of these questions so that you have the ability to really focus in on what works for you, what works for your lifestyle, what works for your culture. We all have different cultural backgrounds. And food and nutrition is a huge part of our lives and a huge part of our culture growing up. And so that looks different for everybody. So what does that look like for you? What did you grow up with? What was your culture? What was your food culture that you grew up with? What are the things that have kind of tripped you up along the way? If you're anything like me, you've probably been a serial dieter. I was anorexic by the time I was 14. I was bulimic by the time I was 17 because what I watched my mother do, what I watched the other women that I looked up to do, what I heard, what was being said. And then for 20 years, I was a serial dieter, and I really struggled with my health as a result. And I kept gaining the weight back. And so I know that a lot of you out there are dealing with these issues, not just this issue, but all of these issues. And I just want to hear back from you. What are those challenges? If you're watching me on the replay, put #replay and tell me what your challenges are. And also, if you'd be kind enough to share this so I can get other people to hear it so they can tell me what their challenges are, it would be really helpful. A big part of what I do is research. I'm constantly researching. I'm constantly looking at the latest studies about nutrition. I'm constantly focusing on what people are dealing with mindset and with stress and with methods to reduce stress, because stress is the number one cause of weight gain. So that's something that I'm really focused on as well. And so I'm always doing research and reading research and studying these things so that I can not only help myself, but help my clients as well. But, it all starts with helping yourself, and then we can help others, right? And so it's really important for me to get real feedback from real people about what their challenges are. Maybe you're running a business or 2 or 3. Maybe you've got multiple 6-figure businesses running all at the same time. I have so many friends that are doing that. Or you're dealing with multiple streams of income. Maybe you're a speaker and a coach, and you also have a real estate investment company. You're also leading a real estate team. So many people out there in the world. And, I'm so happy to see it. We need multiple streams of income, but that also presents a big challenge for us when it comes to taking care of ourselves, taking care of our health, being a healthy weight, knowing what to do nutritionally. And this is what I teach people. I have created the Life on the Go weight loss plan. Let me trip on my tongue. Let me say that again. I have created the Life on the Go weight loss plan. I don't know why I'm tripping on my tongue today. All morning, it seems. But the Life on the Go weight loss plan, it factors in the fact that we just, we want to be able to have food in 20 minutes or less that feeds us and nourishes us and gives us energy and helps us to thrive, not only with weight loss and just maintaining our weight, but also with our health, because, weight and health are tied to one another. So they're married. They're like this. You can't separate them. Weight and health go hand in hand. Some people are unhealthy because they're underweight. Some people are unhealthy because they're overweight. And so they go hand in hand, and living this life on the go, people just have a hard time coming up with solutions and understanding how to apply those to everyday life. And my goal is to always help my clients to be able to apply those things so that they become second nature, just like brushing your teeth. But this is why my research is so important, because more and more things come up each time I do the research, and I get the feedback from people like you. So I know what I need to bring to the table to help people. And that's my ultimate goal. I want to help as many people as I can to lose the weight for life, eating foods that they love, being able to do grab and go. I believe simple, less is more and simple is best, right? Simple is the solution. And that's what I help my clients figure out. So your feedback is so important. And I just want to thank you so much for being here with me on my lives. Thank you for following me on social media. Thank you for taking part in the research that I'm doing. I really, really appreciate you. And what you do in giving me the feedback helps me to do more to help others. So that's the most important thing. So make sure you drop your comments and I will come back and check them out. So anyone who's on the replay, please drop your comments. Tell me what your challenges are when it comes to your lifestyle and being able to take care of yourself nutritionally so that you can lose the weight and keep it off for life, eating foods that you love. And we can have a conversation around that. So the one thing I do want to ask you to do today is to share this video. Just share. It takes you 1 second to share this video so I can get information from as many people as possible. I really, really appreciate that. Appreciate you showing up. I love being here with you guys every day, except for Sunday. On Sunday, I take the day off and I spend it with my family. But, go to church, spend it with the Lord, spend it with my family. And that's a non-negotiable for me. But I'm going to be here every other day at 9 a.m. And I appreciate you being here with me. And I love just having conversations around how we can lose the weight for life, eating foods that we love, and be healthy and live a really vibrant, energetic life. So I got to run. Speaking of a vibrant, energetic life, I have an event to go to. I'm speaking. And so I've got to run. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for sharing this video. And until I see you again, make it a great day.